Chief? Chief! Chief!
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I am afraid. This is him, isn't it? This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. Mr. Wright, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. I found this article in Mia's office. I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Hello and welcome back. This is Queen 3210 and once again we are continuing on with episode 2, the Turnabout Sisters. Last we checked, Phoenix had just gotten himself into a situation where he ends up falsely accused for Mia's death because he was a fucking idiot and showed White the dirt he had on him. Suffice it to say, we now have to use a spoon to dig our way out of trouble. Let's see if we can manage it, shall we? September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
The Phoenix! Look!
Oh, hi, Edgeworth. What would you like? Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Oh, okay, so he's not the chief prosecutor. Okay, fair. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? Oh, I don't think Edgeworth's happy about this at all. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, even if they're innocent. Really? So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Whoa, wait, what?
Phoenix? You know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yep, let's go. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He is to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. I know, right? They're like a comedy troupe. I love it. My name is Red White. My friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Welp, we all know that's a fucking lie. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made peace with your God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard the bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Gee, where have we heard this bullshit before? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then, it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Was quietly per-usifying that story. Fucking idiot. Needless to say, that man was other than you. And then I saw him attacking the woman with long hair. Doesn't mention what I was attacking. Spiky haired? Oh. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. So we know he's full of shit because... Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? That look suits him a lot better. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, did I? I did. Yes, you did. Because when she ran to the right with May watching her, that was the direction that she was running. But you're facing her from a different angle. Therefore, of course, she ran to the left. Because the door was to your left, meaning you were the one who killed her.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? No, he was the killer. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt that. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill tastes. This is where the killer was standing. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I meant what I said. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. And you chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Nope. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Moving to the right thing. Where does it say that she was struck once? Oh, I got it. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor, which means he's not reliable, which means you can't take what he says at face value, which means his accusation that I am the killer is false. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia running to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. That's fucking cold and I love it. This is almost over. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yep. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. Why would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Yes, I know. That's the first I've heard of this. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Let's check it. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to see it. Thought so. Objection! Mr. Wright. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans of the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I... Miss Mia? Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Fuck. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Oh, you fucking asshole. The wiretap? You're literally committing perjury. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you meant by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Uh-huh. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand from then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Edgeworth, why? Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Okay, let's hear the bullshit. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Uh-huh. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Okay, do you want to explain how you did it? Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. That was dumb. Yep, okay. Sold were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Okay. So here's a question. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Ah, fuck. Shit. No, it didn't. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought. Honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Eh? Mia? And passed out. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Gah! And he's out again. Hey, Phoenix! Gah? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. The fuck? You're... Maya?
Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, White wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th.
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa!
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right.
Receipt has been updated in the court records. September 9th, 1:16 p.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather. Are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then, let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Actually, we're gonna go back to that because now I have the receipt and I can end you. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder.
Ugh. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one now, can you?
No, It's impossible.
The fuck is with this guy and his words?
Uh-oh. He's losing it.
Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Oh, called out.
Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Fucking hell, dude. What?
No way can he worm his way out of this one.
Oh, wait. I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Oh my fucking god. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now.
Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make something up. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Gah! The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia? What's this?
Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life's riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. But that's when it happened.
So stop! Desist! Halt! But please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. Oh, blackmailed into submission?
I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia. With the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
not guilty.
As it should be. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. And Maya, too. I won't forget it as long as I live. Mia, you died. That's not funny. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! September 9, 9:02 p.m., Faye and Co. Law Offices. Being here. It's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see the look on your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya? Why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? And who better than me? Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means, right? We're partners. Oh boy. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. And of course, Maya doesn't see it because she's busy standing there with her eyes closed. All right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. We've reached the end. Well, that was an extremely long episode. About 4 parts, actually. But we managed to solve the murder of Mia Fey, as well as protect her younger sister from being accused of a crime that she did not commit. It put Phoenix in the hot seat for a little bit, but ultimately he was able to pull through because Mia decided to take a page from White's playbook and blackmail him. She literally had him by the balls. But how the story progresses, considering he's still a freshly minted lawyer and now he has his own law firm, who knows how that's going to turn out. But we won't find out until the next video. So until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. Once again, let me know if the audio in the video is working fine, because again, I'm still kind of trying to get used to sitting in one place with the microphone instead of having it move with me as I move. But of course, if you didn't like the video, shoot me a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve. And as always, until the next time, guys, ciao.